When I was thinking about moving to Utah, I was told that Sugarhouse was the best neighborhood to live in. Sugarhouse is one of the most popular neighborhoods in Salt Lake City. In fact, when I was thinking about moving to Utah before my family moved here, we were told that Sugarhouse was the best neighborhood and that's where you should move to. Now, after we've lived here for a few years and we've gotten to explore the Salt Lake City area, I can definitely tell you that yeah, Sugarhouse has a lot of great things to offer, but depending on what you're looking for, what is important to you in the house that you're living in the neighborhood and community you're living in, Sugarhouse might actually not be a good fit for you. And in this video, I'm gonna tell you the top 5 reasons why you might not want to live in Sugarhouse, Utah. Make sure you stick around to the end of the video. I'm going to give you some other suburbs to consider that are very popular where other people are also moving to. Now, whether you're interested in moving to Sugarhouse or a different suburb, make sure to reach out to us. Our contact information is below. We'll give you the truth and the pros and the cons of all the suburbs in and around Salt Lake City. Now, the first reason why a lot of people either regret moving to Sugarhouse or once they start exploring these neighborhoods, they kind of realize just how old Sugarhouse is. When I say old, I mean Salt Lake City downtown was really the first place where people lived in Utah. And Sugarhouse is a very close suburb to downtown Salt Lake City. So the houses were built a long time ago, and that's gonna come with a list of issues. Most of the houses, in fact, were built before World War II, so between the 1920s to 1940s. In fact, we even see some homes that were built in the 1800s. And when you're dealing with an older home, you're gonna deal with old home issues. A lot of times these have the original cast iron sewer line, which can have major issues and can be very expensive to replace. You can also have older electrical, right? Whether it's knob and tube or aluminum, you might run into some of these issues during a home inspection. And because some of these older issues are gonna pop up at home inspection, it freaks out a lot of buyers when they see old technology that's not up to today's code. So whether it's old electrical or old plumbing lines or old sewer lines or old roofs, you just have to understand and embrace the fact that if you're gonna live in Sugarhouse, you're most likely gonna live in an older home, and you're gonna have to be aware of that when you actually move in to a house that has this older technology. The second big thing that's very common for all houses in Sugarhouse is the fact that they tend to be smaller homes. Because a lot of these houses were built before World War II, on a national average, you just had smaller families, right? So instead of people having 3, 4, 5 kids like they do today, a lot of times you just had smaller homes for smaller families back in the early 1900s. So a lot of these houses were built very small on small lots. So if you want a big house or if you want a big yard, Sugarhouse might not be a good fit for you. And in fact, you tend to be really close to your neighbor. That just comes with the territory of living in a suburb like Sugarhouse where you have small lots. If you don't like that idea of being able to reach out and high-five your neighbor from your window, Sugarhouse also might not be a good fit for you. Now, to explain that a little bit further, some characteristics that you will find in Sugarhouse homes is the fact that a lot of them don't even have garages. So finding a 1-car, let alone a 2-car garage can be very difficult to find, or you are going to pay a very high premium to even get a garage in your house. It's not like today's standards with new construction where you can almost guarantee the fact you're gonna have a 2-car garage. So whether it's a carport or being forced to park on the street because there is no garage period, that is a very common complaint that we get of people wanting to live in the Sugarhouse area. Point number 3 is that despite how old these homes are, the fact that they might not have a lot of parking or garages, they're still gonna be very expensive. And it's because Sugarhouse does have a lot to offer and it's a limited inventory with a lot of popularity. And anytime you have low supply and high demand, it really pushes the prices up. And with that, the prices in Sugarhouse are very expensive compared to the median average across the entire county. Just to give you some specific numbers of what I mean, the average home in Salt Lake is around $630,000, $640,000, which that alone is expensive. But then if you look at homes in Sugarhouse, because it can be such a popular area, those prices push up close to $700,000. In fact, the median price right now is around $679,000. So you're gonna pay more than the average in the county to live in an older neighborhood with an older house with a smaller lot without a garage. So if you're on a budget or you don't want to pay higher than the median average for the county, then Sugarhouse might not be a great fit for you. Case in point, if you were to go and look at my brand new truck outside, you would see yellow paint all over the side of it, and it's because there's constant construction going on here in Sugarhouse. I did not go outside of the appropriate cones and lanes, and yet there is still so much construction going on that brand new yellow paint that they were using to make those two little stripey lines in the middle of the road. I somehow drove through that and it splashed up on the side of my car. So if you don't like constant construction, maybe don't move to Sugarhouse. Okay, number 5 on the list is the fact that Sugarhouse is centrally located around a very urban environment. Because it's centrally located near downtown Salt Lake City and it's really close to the on-ramps, particularly for I-215 and I-15, then you're always gonna have sort of that urban noise that comes with living in Sugarhouse. There's a ton of restaurants and commercial space, which can be really great, but just understand it's gonna come with extra traffic noise. It's gonna come with more of that urban feel. And for some people, they just wanna live in a quiet neighborhood and get away from the city. Now, despite a lot of these cons, there's reasons why people still want to live in Sugarhouse. Maybe you like the fact that they're smaller homes, less upkeep. It's still a historic neighborhood, very walkable neighborhoods where you can walk from your house to the grocery store or walk to some of the local parks. There's still a lot to love about Sugarhouse. Now, a lot of our clients who end up buying houses here in Utah who started looking in Sugarhouse eventually landed in some of these other neighborhoods. Some of these other neighborhoods include places like Mill Creek, Daybreak, Holiday, very similar to Sugarhouse in a lot of aspects, but might have some different attributes that are more important to you. So whether you're gonna move here in 5 days or 5 months, make sure to reach out to us. Our contact information is below. You give us a phone call, shoot us a text or email. We would love to help you make that smooth move to Salt Lake City.